I started dance as a self-taught dancer, so I used to freestyle all the time when I was young. I used to watch video hits every single Saturday morning, and I used to film the video clips, and this is a time before we had YouTube, so you'd record the video clips and then you'd try and watch the quick snippets of edit of dance and try and sort of embody that whenever I was kind of like freestyling at home. And it wasn't until I went to high school that I really got involved in dance, because I never went to an actual dance school outside of school hours. And that dance school, the high school that I went to, we did things like the Channel 7 Good Friday Appeal, we did performances at Rod Laver Arena, AFL Grand Final. Like, it wasn't just that we had a dance program out. My dance teacher expected us to be disciplined dancers. I didn't learn any sort of technique or anything in that sense. I just learned dance, movement, I guess you could say, but we just learned to hit it hard, to finish off our moves and know what it was to be a performer, and I guess you could say learn that sort of professionalism that you sort of need to undertake as you head more into the professional world of dance. So that's how I sort of got involved with dance. And as soon as I finished high school, bang, that was it. I was off taking hip-hop dance classes until I got more confident about myself to actually be able to teach, because at high school I choreographed a lot on behalf of my dance teacher, and had the opportunity in Year 12 to choreograph a small piece for the Channel 7 Good Friday Appeals. So I always had that in me, and always had that sort of freestyling vibe to myself. So as soon as I finished school, I went with more what my interest was, which was hip-hop dance. Some of the highlights of my dance career, one of them has been obviously being the director of my own dance crew, Hollaback Dance Crew. That's been exciting for me to be able to build on a group of young women for the past 5 years, and through that have many dance experiences. I definitely have to say performing at the Australian Dance Festival in 2010 was a great experience for myself and a great experience for them. Other highlights in my career have been being a top 100 dancer for So You Think You Can Dance in season 1 and 2. As a self-trained hip-hop dancer, the opportunity to audition, particularly in Melbourne, can be quite slim, so to be thrown into that mix of meeting all these types of other dancers from other states and just being in this sort of pressured situation was stressful, but an extremely amazing opportunity, hence why I went back to season 2, because I wanted to put myself in that situation again, and I felt like I really growed as a person and as a dancer, and built a lot of self-confidence from that experience. Other career highlights for myself have just been any sort of professional gig that I've had the opportunity of being successful at. In 2010 I was in this Lipton Tea TV commercial with a lot of dancers that I already sort of danced with in Melbourne. That was fun and exciting. I did this random JJ's dance campaign, which was an internet online dance campaign but also in 2010, and that was also having a mix of being with other types of dancers. So those sort of professional highlights have been really exciting for myself. And then I think additionally to that, I also organise workshops and events for young people connected to hip-hop dance. And even though that separates myself as a choreographer and more as an event person, to engage young people in dance and for them to provide that vehicle for them to express themselves, is truly rewarding, and something that I want to continue, as well as choreographing and being a dance teacher. I mean, for me, in terms of that question, I feel like every day is a highlight. Teaching class, being involved with events. I mean, all those other things that I mentioned, they're definitely, milestones that I look back at and be really proud of, but just being an active dancer and an active teacher is something to be truly blessed to be able to do. And thankfully for myself, I've never really been sick, I've never been injured, I've sort of had that luck, touch wood. But that's a career highlight. I mean, I would not have thought myself as a teenager, being more of a freestyler, feeling so separate from the jazz and dance technique world, and not really feeling a dancer, to now being a person that choreographs, teaches, is recognised, has my own dance performance group, organising events. I would not have thought that 10 years ago. So I'm truly blessed that this is sort of happening for me. So that's a career highlight in itself. The whole career, put that down as a career highlight for myself. So I'll be teaching a hip-hop dance workshop, which means I'm going to be coming to this workshop and teaching you a whole heap of steps. I'm going to particularly be concentrating on the latest hip-hop dance steps. If you're wondering what they are, the latest hip-hop dance steps at the moment falls under the umbrella known as a dance style called jerking. So we've got the cat daddy, the SpongeBob, the reject. If you're kind of like, what is she talking about? Well, then you need to come to this workshop to sort of find out. These are the latest dance steps. So if you were to go to a party, or you see young kids out on the street, these are the type of steps that they're doing. Because hip-hop dance is always changing and everyone's coming up with new creative steps. That's what makes hip-hop dance so cool. So if you look back in the 1980s, before a lot of you would have been born, because I'm teaching an under 12 session, there were dance steps such as the Bart Simpson, the WAP, the Cabbage Patch, the Elf. And not everyone knows these steps, but everyone now living in 2011 knows the Cabbage Patch, the reject. So this is the cat daddy, the SpongeBob, there's some legs, the reject, we're sort of moving all these things, yeah? So this is something that you need to learn if you're interested in hip-hop dance, because hip-hop itself has foundation steps. It's not just, choreography. Choreography is not a dance style. It's a series of movements. So I don't want to come and just teach you personalised choreography. I want to teach you these steps, because these are the type of steps that if you walk out of the workshop, people go, oh, what did you do in Arna's session? You're going to go, oh, we did the cat daddy, the SpongeBob, the reject. They're going to go, whoa, what's that? And you're going to go, oh, let me show you. And you're going to know these steps, you're going to tell everyone about it. But if I teach you just some choreography, which could be some really cool choreography, some really mad music, you'll be like, oh, she taught us to this song and she moved her shoulder and she moved her leg, and oh, can you show me? Oh, kind of, I can't really remember that bit because that's where it got a bit complicated, or I don't know, I was starting to feel really tired. So I don't want to teach you that, because you can go to your own regular classes and learn an amazing set of choreography. I want to teach you these moves, because I really want to educate you about the dance style known as hip-hop. The future for dance for myself is to continue on with the rest of the year with my dance crew. We've got a big event at Federation Square for New Year's Eve, so it'll be in front of an audience of 7,000 people, which is pretty exciting for us, because you don't usually get that type of crowd on the regular. So that's going to be a huge thing for us. Obviously Australian Dance Festival is going to be another big highlight for us, because we're also going to be showcasing as the winners of the YouTube challenge. We got the most views, which was really exciting. It's good for everyone to see what we do. For myself, in terms of events, because I also organise events, I've got our backyard happening at the Art Centre. So it'll be happening on Sunday the 25th of September, celebrating the 4 elements of hip-hop, which is DJing, MCing, graffiti and dance. Well, mainly the breakers, poppers, lockers, jerkers, etc. So all that type of thing. In terms of myself, just a future direction, I just want to continue being an advocate for hip-hop dance. It's something I'm really passionate about. I plan to be doing it forever. I know people say that, but straight up, that's just how it is. It's always going to be that way. Back in the day when my mum thought it was a phase, hello, I'm still here. Shout out to you, Mum. So that's something that I'm very keen on, and will continue to support young people celebrate that as a dance form.